most amazing animal in the ocean. You look at a fish or a whale or a dolphin or any of these much more advanced vertebrates, and physically they can't even compare with an octopus. My name is Brett Grassi. I'm an aquarium biologist at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I am fortunate enough that I get to work with our giant Pacific octopus. There's really no other animal on the planet that has the dexterity, the ability to manipulate their different arms and appendages and suckers. This octopus has roughly 270 suckers per arm, and with the 8 arms, that makes just under 2,000 suckers that they can rotate individually. Check this out. It's so crazy, like when she grabs on with a few of them, they form almost a united hand, and it's almost like they're all one appendage grabbing on. See how they're overlapped here and linking? And she is strong. They have great strength with their suckers. I'm pulling very hard here. Almost the whole animal's weight right now is on her suckers, and she is holding on with ease. They're able to grab onto you so hard that occasionally they really like you. They leave behind what we lovingly call octopus hickeys. They actually taste with their suckers as well, so they can recognize different foods and different people just by using their suckers to grab onto them. This octopus is very curious, so she loves to come out of the water, kind of grab onto things, taste things with her suckers, and just kind of explore.
Octopus vulgaris, also known as the common octopus, is the most well-known and studied of the octopus species. Octopi are cephalopod mollusks, with 1 pair of eyes and 4 pairs of arms. They have no internal or external skeleton, just a hard beak and on some species some remnant of their shell inside their body. This lack of support structure makes them very physically flexible. Even incredibly large specimens can fit through extremely small spaces. Octopi hatch from huge masses of 100,000 to 500,000 rice grain-sized eggs, from which they live in the ocean currents for 60 days as plankton. Those that survive the time then develop large enough to live on the ocean floor, feeding on fish and other mollusks. The common octopus can grow to have a 25 centimeter long mantle, with arms of up to 1 meter in length. The largest species of octopus is most likely the North Pacific giant octopus, which can have an arm length of over 4 meters. The smallest octopus species is probably Octopus wolfii, which grows to a maximum size of around 1.5 centimeters in length overall. The common octopus only lives around 12 to 14 months. This is rather remarkable in itself, as cephalopods are actually incredibly intelligent. They are by far the most intelligent of the mollusks, if not among some of the most intelligent animals, period. Octopi are cunning and creative. Crabs are a common food source for octopi in general, which can be a difficult prey given their powerful claws and durability. So how do octopi cope? Well, sometimes they'll seek out lobster traps and take the easy and restrained game inside. They're even known to climb aboard fishing boats and sneak into containers holding dead or dying crabs. Much easier game, to be sure. Their arms, covered in highly sensitive suction cups, give them great dexterity combined with their flexible structure, allowing them to easily manipulate objects and tools. Their nervous system isn't heavily centralized like our own. Much of it is spread apart in the arms, allowing them to perform complex actions naturally and fluidly. By using their dexterity with their creative minds, they can do complex things like learn to unscrew jars, and even use rudimentary tools. They're the only invertebrate ever conclusively shown to use tools. The veined octopus will retrieve discarded coconut shells, transport them some distance, and then reassemble them later as shelter. Octopi are intelligent enough that they seemingly get bored if they lack stimulation. There's reports out of an aquarium in Coburg, Germany of an octopus named Otto that will juggle its tank mates, throw rocks to break aquarium glass, and even spray water at overhead lamps and cause short circuits. Octopi are notorious in general for being hard to keep in aquariums, as they are excellent escape artists due to their flexibility and creativity. Octopi are also incredible in their control of color change cells, chromatophores. These cells are connected directly to their nervous system, allowing them to camouflage themselves nearly flawlessly. Their relatives, the squid, can use their chromatophores to even communicate with each other using patterns and color flashing in courtship rituals and basic communication.
The mimic octopus. It's a masterly quick-change artist, altering not just its shape but even its behavior to impersonate a whole range of other creatures. If danger threatens, a menacing color change is no problem. Time to move on, so it alters its shape to imitate a flounder, flattening its body and matching the color of the sand. It undulates low across the bottom, just like a real flounder. Most octopuses are very vulnerable in open water. Usually they hide amongst rocks or corals, and if they have to flee, they dart away behind a cloud of ink. But this mimic has another trick up its sleeve. It alters both shape and behavior to impersonate a fish that swims well above the bottom, a lionfish. Lionfish fins are tipped with venom, so predators learn to avoid them. By its deceit, the octopus shares that protection. Back on the sand, and it's being pestered by an aggressive damselfish. So it imitates something else. A sea snake. Sea snakes are amongst the most poisonous animals on Earth. They use their venom to immobilize their prey, small fishes like damselfish. If all else fails, the mimic octopus can always retreat down its hole.
We're watching.
It's really small. Whoa, that's so
Wow,
awesome.
that is really cool.
How did you find that?
Just saw something moving. Wow, that is really cool.